Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Simply Sketchy. Today, I brought with me another familiar face we haven't had in a while, I think. Hello, Dave. Total Blackout Painting. How do you do?
Hello, I'm fantastic today. I took
Yeah.
the day off work and it's just been a nice chill day and I got
Good.
to work on some stuff and yeah. But
Yeah.
like I was doing homework but I was really enjoying it. So
Hmm.
it's been a good day so far.
Yeah, you're doing a podcast with the Bleach Demon upon different kinds of art and stuff like that, right?
Yep. Yep, that's right. Bleach Demon and I are doing a weekly podcast. We do an hour ish. We aim for an hour. Um, we'll tighten it up as we get going. Our problem has been we had some tech issues this last week, but yeah, we're calling it right now. We're calling it the Autist Circle. We might come up with something different later, but that's the name right now, the Autist Circle, where Bleach and I take an autistic look at some works of art, learn a little bit of art history and art history and just about the the amazing the number of amazing different artists there are, or there have been,
Right.
throughout history, and how their works have been so influential to the culture of their time, and even more, even so much to the culture of our time too.
Yeah, because good art never truly
So
dies, they say, and I honestly agree
yeah,
with that a lot.
yeah. Well, and there's a uh, there's a very important role that art plays in society, and we were talking about this earlier about the Baroque era of art being like pro-Catholic propaganda. All that art is like pro-Catholic propaganda.
Hmm.
Um, but not saying it derogatorily, but it is just that's just what it is because it's.
I mean, dude,
But anyhow,
the Catholics were
so.
masters of propaganda, dude. It's take King Olav, or Olav den
Mhm.
Hellige, as he's known in Norway. That dude, after he lost the battle and died, the Catholic Church managed to just through sheer power of their propagandist arm, managed to make the guy a
Mhm.
saint and in turn Christian Norway.
Oh yeah. Well, but oh yeah, so that's the kind of stuff that we talk about, that Bleach and I talk about on the Autist Circle. On Tuesdays, that's Tuesdays at is it five Mountain, and
Right.
that's 7 Eastern, and I'm not sure what that is, fucking Brit Bong time.
Basic will
But
put it
anyhow,
up on
so
screen.
yeah, Brent Bezek can put it up on screen. So what we're doing here is a champion, because I did not have a good idea of what to do, something to do. I figured, because I've been such a slug lately, and all I've been doing is really just playing League of Legends with my buddies and being pretty lazy instead of doing anything too productive. Um, Anyhow, so I figured we'd do one of my favorite champions from League of Legends, who is Fiddlesticks. He's a scarecrow, but he started out like, his lore was, he started out as like a scarecrow for something, and then he kind of didn't have any lore for a while, and now they've turned him into some like primeval cosmic horror, uh, tied to an evil spirit with a lantern and stuff like that. But anyhow, that's not uh, that's not what I like about him. Um, because he's like one of those annoying harass champions And I guess so first off, I'll say yes, I'm a filthy loser and I play League of Legends. I picked it up after my last divorce, because it's a free game and I was
Well,
very poor. I
I,
was
I'm
paying
gonna
child
let.
support
I'm
and
not gonna
so
fault you
it's
for
like,
picking up League of Legends after the kind of divorce you've told me about. So don't worry, I will
well,
not
this
judge you for that.
yeah. That was my first divorce was really bad. My second divorce was cool. We just had but I needed entertainment. I didn't have the money to buy games or anything, so I started playing League. And this was shortly after the game had been launched, so it was only 2012 when I started playing. And game was new and really rough, and queue times were pretty long sometimes. But it's what I spent, a lot of my spare time doing after I got my first divorce, and then eventually my oldest son started playing with us, and now my youngest son started playing too, and we used to play together a lot. But yeah, we don't so much anymore.
No, did it get
Partially
too
because,
toxic?
well, they play TFT mostly, which is a little car. It's a different variant of the game. And then also my son likes to play regular maps and like the more competitive maps, and I don't. I just play the quick play, goofy ARAM is what it's called. It's all random, all mid. So there's one lane, and You're just pushing down towers down one lane,
Gotcha.
um, against another team of 5 players.
Yeah, well, I suck at
So
mobile games, so you would probably
yeah,
kick my ass in that game. That's for certain.
I
I'm
suck too.
criminal
But
at
you
it.
know what the thing is like I have I got a lot of hours into this fucking game, and this guy has always been one of my favorite champions, just because he has a lot of crowd control, which is super annoying to some people. But his crowd control is like it's fear,
Really?
which is like a yeah. So he fears you. Obviously, he's a fucking scarecrow. But his crowd control is all fear, and so it makes you run away from him for a little bit.
Oh shit!
And
Wait, Fiddlesticks is basically like the Shadow Priest or Warlocks from WoW.
yeah, kind of.
Oh,
So, but
I
it's not
get it.
like, so he's got an ability called Reap where if you're hiding in a bush and you hit someone with it, it silences them and fears them, and they run away, and it's like this big sweeping arc. And then his other ability, he's got a life drain ability where he like drains life from all of the mobs and hostile enemies around him. And then uh, he's got an ability that just straight up fears you.
Of
Like
course.
if you're up close to him, it just straight up fears you away from him. And it's like a 2-second fear, so it's not an insubstantial. It can take a little while, and it's a really annoying thing to fucking play against. But his ultimate ability is called Crow Storm, because I got crows and shit on him, and it takes a little bit of channel time, and then he teleports to a spot, and he has this like swarm of crows all around him that if you hit people from a bush, like if you hit people with it from someplace where you can't be seen, then it will fear them, and it'll fear them, and then they can't, then they take extra damage from it. But I have, so I play this guy a lot, and there's an achievement for that. It's called jump scares, and I have a really high jump scare score because I love doing that. Because I've played against it done to me, and it's so fucking annoying. Because it's like all of a sudden you think, okay, I'm safe. Like, all right, we're gonna get some damage in on this turret or whatnot, or I'm okay, and then all of a sudden, it's a big old scarecrow monster jumping out of the bush. So you hit him with the ult, and then you channel your W, which is the life drain, and then that's the typical combo is you hit him with the scare, and then or you hit him with the crow storm, and then you hit him with the life drain, and then you clean anybody up with your reap or your other fear ability,
Yeah.
and it does
So
a huge amount of damage.
a
And
lot
I
of
sent you a
slurs,
clip.
I suppose. Yeah, you sent me the
Yeah,
clip. That's
yeah.
I'm pretty sure a lot of slurs are said in moments like that.
Oh, I bet there are some pretty unhappy folks. I know. People get so tilted in this game, it's insane. And I've gotten kind of tilted myself more than once. You know, not to say, not to be like, oh no, it never happens to me. Like sometimes I've got like pissed off about shit too, and just called someone an idiot in chat, but I don't often do it. Usually, I just kind of try to disengage or mute everybody when someone's being too stupid. Um, but I have a friend that I play with every now and then, and she is regularly chat banned because she has no compunction about calling people fucking idiots and all sorts of other stuff, and telling them they should quit being they should go play against bots, and that they suck and they should uninstall the game and shit like that. And I think it's because Janice drinks wine
Oh.
and then plays League of Legends. And so
Women
but
and wine
I
is a
am never
wonderful combination, yeah.
right. But the great part about it is that even though I am sometimes like the bad part of the team when we're playing together, I am never the target of her ire. Janice never flips out on me. Oh, sorry, I kind of said their name. They never flip out on me.
You already said their name once.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. I guess it's a league name, so it doesn't fucking matter. But yeah. Anyhow, my buddy doesn't. She's never turned on her fucking. She's never been upset at me, and I'm like, and she's really good, generally. So she talks a lot of shit, but she backs it up, which is sometimes even more frustrating. Right, when the person who is just carrying the shit out of the team is just like, why are you such a worthless piece of shit? You know?
Oh, yeah. Oh boy, I could never get into like I had some friends who wanted me to try League, but as I previously stated, I'm crap at MOBAs, dude. And this one dude, he is the calmest guy I've ever known in my entire life, right? I haven't before this, I didn't think he understood the concept of like being angry. Then he was playing League while me and another friend was just watching some other shit, right? And
yeah.
my illusion of the guy was shattered because holy crap, I didn't even know half. Yeah, I didn't even know half the slurs back then that he used. Like, I learned so many things.
Well, it's so auto-moderated in on the North American servers too, which is fine. You know, it's fine. It does. I think that it stops some people. You know.
Yeah.
Like it definitely stops me from talking a lot of the time, because if you say retard or anything, you know, if you say normal gamer words, then it will mute you automatically.
Yeah.
It'll say certain member, which is really hilarious sometimes, because there'll be a flame war going back and forth, and then all of a sudden you'll say, you'll see this user has been auto-muted due to something like speech code violation. And so it'll be fucking hilarious. One time
It's almost like in a argument between two players. Then the goal is to make the other one so pissed off they break that rule.
Yeah, it's hilarious when that happens. And maybe it's just me that thinks it's that hilarious because I don't care. You know, I understand the game for what it is. It's a toxic, shitty little game. But
you have seen toxic. You know it You've been molded by it.
Right.
when you played League, you were already.
That's right. That's right. You've only experienced this. Just recently experienced the toxic. I grew up with it. I was molded by it.
When I experienced the toxic, it was just mild. Holy crap.
Yeah. But so there's some insanely hot tempers that get put out in here. And sometimes it's teenagers and sometimes it's adults, you know.
Okay.
A lot of the times it's teenagers getting bossy. That's one thing so when someone's getting really bossy, it's like, oh, they're just a kid.
Oh yeah.
And then you just ignore them, right?
Yeah.
They've really, I could say they've done a lot to try to, like, Riot's done a lot to try to cut down on toxicity in the community by rewarding. They've instituted an honor system where people can honor other players, right? So if you're good, you'll get honor from other players. If you're not a douchebag or if you play well, you'll get honor from other players. And so conversely, if you don't have any honor or anything, then it makes it easier for them to, like, chat ban you or anything like that, you know. And eventually, you know, if you're just a toxic player all the time, they can just ban your account.
Yeah. So
although that has never happened. Nobody's ever been banned because they've been super toxic.
Well, heat of the moment, all that crap.
Yeah. Well, I guess probably have been some people dropping N-bombs and shit like that have gotten.
Oh yeah, again, that friend of mine. There were so many forms of the N-word said that day that I didn't know about them. It was an enlightening day.
And it is relatively recent. Like, a lot of the honor changes and stuff are relatively recent. Because they want to encourage like you to either have sportsmanlike behavior or to shut the fuck up.
I like that.
Yeah, which I'm okay with, you know. Like, I'm not like, oh, gotta, like, whatever. I'm here to play a game, and if I want to be a huge troll, then I can do it somewhere else.
Yeah, there's some people who get on these games just to piss people off.
Oh yeah, there are. And I've played with more than a few of those people. Yeah. And it just increases the toxicity of the community and overall. Because then all of a sudden you've got a whole bunch of people that are not having fun.
Yeah, it's
right. So
griefers can be a real goddamn problem.
Right. But I think that I know they keep griefers around on purpose.
Really?
Like, they purposefully keep a lot of those people around. Griefers, some of those griefers, yeah, they do. Because there's been calculations. I think it wasn't Valve. It was EA. EA did psychological studies to determine the best win-loss ratio to keep you playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
So they are artificially manipulating the matchmaking to ensure losses on some games.
Right.
So they're taking someone who they're like, okay, this game is definitely like he has to lose this game in order for our matchmaking psychology stuff to bring him back, right? Or something like that. Like he's going to start getting bored if he just keeps winning. So he absolutely has to lose this next game. So what do? They take they're like, okay, they've got a list of known griefers. It's like, okay, well, this guy is a potential griefer. He's got a terrible win-loss ratio and a whole shit ton of reports. We'll stick him on that team, and that will guarantee a loss for that team.
Oh, you really think that?
And then you'll be, no, I mean, I know that's how they do it, dude. Like, they literally, for Counter-Strike, that's straight up how they do it in Counter-Strike.
Really?
They will have, no, because there's a specific win-loss ratio and it's like 2 wins to two. It's like not exactly like 2 wins to 1 loss or something like that. It's an actual ratio.
Mm-hmm.
And it is kind of based on the premise that if you won all the fucking time no matter what, you would get bored, right?
Yeah.
But also, if you're winning all the time no matter what, then their matchmaking is not putting you up against people of equivalent skill, right? They're putting you up against people of much lower skill. So but they can't always put you up against people that are super challenging for you, because otherwise, if you lose all the fucking time, you're just going to get tired and stop playing. So occasionally, they're going to put you up against, like, especially like this guy has to win this next match or else he's going to get bored. Like there's a 33.37% chance that if he loses this next match, he's going to stop playing, or he'll play 3 fewer games than he was going to play otherwise.
Oh,
Kind of
wait
shit.
a minute.
Right.
They're using
So they'll put a ringer
casino
on one
logic.
team.
They're using
Yeah,
casino
they are.
algorithms.
Oh yeah, it's completely gamified. It entirely designed to maximize engagement, and that's why it's called engagement optimized matchmaking. You can look it up. It's a real thing. There's a patent on it. Dude I work with was showing me about it, and now it's not a universal thing. It's not every game company supposedly does not use it, and Riot would never admit to using it. But most companies don't want to admit that they're using something like that, because if you knew that, like, oh man, I'm on a fucking hot streak. Like, if you knew that you getting on a hot streak was going to lead, you're like, okay, well, I'm getting my inevitable loss on this one, and no matter what I do, I'm going to fucking lose. Like, I'm trying to carry the shit out of this team, I'm gonna fucking lose. Because the game is gonna force me to lose. It's like, and if that's the case, the game is going to force me to lose. Why should I even try? So I'm going to go in there and troll and fuck it up for someone else. I'll just goof off and not be on my game, and I'll mess it up for someone else because whatever. I know that I need to lose this game in order to get on to more winning games, kind of thing.
Yeah, so they're actively throwing some games in order to just keep with their algorithm. So just there's always someone who plays the game, the game's game. Let's put it like that.
Yeah. So that's kind of what that's what I mean by that's why they keep those guys around. Like, they want to have a certain percentage of the community that are pieces of shit, because it helps balance out the overall win-loss ratio.
Gotcha.
Which sucks, right? But it sucks, and it makes the game community worse.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it actively makes the gaming experience worse for a good portion of people. But it makes the company more money. So that's why they do it.
Of course, what matters
Like,
is money. Just look at fucking Nintendo.
that's exactly it,
Yeah.
right? Because engagement and playtime, you know, and like I was telling you before the stream too, and I don't know if I mentioned it or not here, is that cosmetics, because it's a free to play game.
Right.
Um, like I didn't, which I think is criminal that there's cosmetics in games that you pay for. It's absolutely criminal. Like the reason that Riot Games, and they make a lot of fucking money, but all they're doing is selling skins.
Yep.
You know, they're not selling, and the skin doesn't make you better at the game. It doesn't signify you're better at the game. It doesn't do anything but just make it fancy, right?
Yeah.
And and I have shit tons of skins. You know, I've got tons of skins, but you can earn skins through gameplay. Like you can unlock skins through chests and milestones and stuff like that. Um, and so I get a lot of them that way. But I mean, I do spend money on the game. I'm not gonna lie. I spend money on it.
Hey, dude,
Not a
I
ton.
play Helldivers. Okay, I've paid money
Yeah,
for war bonds. I'm not gonna judge you for that.
yeah. I mean, that's kind of what it is. It's like you're just buying war bonds.
At least,
So I
though
buy.
I'm going to justify one thing. Some of the war bonds have some really cool effects. At least the
They do,
armors there have effects.
and honestly, the war bonds are a little different because the war bonds do unlock better and different weapons,
Yes.
right? But the skins don't do anything like that.
Nah.
The skins are just like, but again, you can earn enough war bonds if you just spend the time. You can earn enough war bonds to buy battle passes through playing.
Yeah, that's basically what
But
I've been doing with the warp pack. Whenever I'm bored or don't do anything, I just sit my ass down, use the warp pack, and grind super credits. Probably gonna do that after we're
yeah.
done here if I don't go to sleep. I'm not addicted. I'm
Yeah.
perfectly capable of controlling my own life.
So, but I think it's kind of annoying that you pay for Helldivers and then have all that new stuff. But then at the same time, I understand the necessity for them to maintain servers,
Yep.
since it is exclusively like through their servers, right? You can't set up like a
Yeah.
private offline Helldiver server and play a game.
They would, they could make Helldivers a single player or something like that, but we wouldn't get the kind of activity. What they could have done is
and the
something
installation
along,
on it would
yeah.
be fucking huge, dude.
Yeah.
Installation would be giant because there's
And
so much in that.
one
Yeah.
thing they could have done is make it like Left 4 Dead in a way.
Oh yeah.
That could have worked, but honestly, despite all the issues, I still love the game. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's engaging. It's decent.
Yeah.
And all the problems with it are easily ignored.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see me stopping play. I don't see myself stop playing it anytime soon.
Right. No.
So, what do you think so far?
You just
by the
have.
way?
No, it looks pretty dope, dude.
Thank you.
It looks pretty good. We came along real quickly. Like it just kind of that popped up quick. But yeah, so they really are. They manipulate people to get you to play online games. Manipulate you to keep you. They manipulate your win-loss ratio to make sure. Which like everybody I know has a very close, like statistically 50-50 win-loss ratio.
Yeah.
I have 3,300. I have a 60. No, I have a 55 game delta between my win-loss ratio out of 3,000. So 3,300 wins, 3,300 something win, 3,300 almost something wins to 3,300 40 or 60 something losses. And so statistically, it's 50-50. Now, I was watching it with my son when he was playing, and he was good. My boy was good. He is really good at the game, which is part of the reason why he doesn't play with me, because he gets frustrated by me. But he was really good at the game, and so I was watching him when he started like really grinding into the game. And at first he had, because at his elo where he was low level and everything, he had a really high, he was like a 75% win loss.
Right.
Right. And then it slowly started drifting down, down, down. And now he's at a 50-50 win loss. He's positive. Almost everybody I know is negative, but he's positive on his win loss ratio. But it's close enough to be statistically 50-50. And the game wants it that way. They want you to be chasing that that 51, right? Because it's going from a 70% win ratio to a 70-30 loss ratio where you're only winning 30% of the time. It's a lot harder to get to, a 51 from there than it is to go from 50. So if they start you at a baseline of 50, then you have it in your mind that you can just play your way up to 51 and then climb from there.
Yeah.
But in reality,
here comes
the game is
gambling.
designed to keep you from do that. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's when the algorithm steps in to close the gap on you and make sure that you are staying close to 50%, so that you have a more incentive to try to strive for that 51, because 51 is a lot better than 31.
But do they do that on the fucking esports teams too, or do they keep that one free from the algorithm?
I don't think the esports teams, they don't need them. And in super high competitive sports, or in the super high levels of competition, first off, the champ pools are small, right? And in reality, like the toxicity issues evaporate when you get to a high enough elo. Because once you get to a high enough elo, people want to work together and play together, and they understand how to play together. They understand tactics, and that you need to play as a team, and that you're not going to be that one superstar fucking support player that carries the team. Like, you need to understand that you're a support, and you're going to sit back and do support things and accept the fact that you're not going to get any kills or gold this game. You're just going to support, because that's what supports do. And it's going to be boring a lot of the time, but that's how you play that game. That's how you play that position. Instead of like, oh, I'm going to play a support, but I'm going to play a burst mage support, and so that I can actually get all the kills and then carry the team and be the hero, blah, blah, blah. It's like, that kind of shit doesn't happen at high elos. And that kind of shit, and that kind of attitude and entitlement is really what drives a lot of toxicity in gaming anyways.
Yeah. The delusion of me being better than everyone else, eh?
Right. That superiority complex.
Yeah, I mean, the COD lobby, dude.
Yeah.
Same shit there, too. A lot of outplaced ego.
Yeah. And so, I guess when you're playing an online game and you think you're just crushing it, and then all of a sudden you just, out of nowhere, you just get your ass absolutely handed to you, just realize it's the algorithm doing it. It's not organic.
It's not that you suck at the game. It's totally the algorithm fucking you over.
Yeah.
Totally.
And if you get put in, well, I mean, sometimes it is that you suck at the game. That's true. But if you get put into a game with a bunch of people that are obviously way better than you, then realize that you are the fucking millstone in that game.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I've played a few games like that, I'm not gonna lie, where I'm like, holy shit, like, I am doing so bad this game. And just getting styled on so hard by the other team. It's like, oh yeah, I'm the fucking millstone. this game.
So,
I was the burden this game. I was the elo buster this game.
but if
Like, this
you
is...
know you are one, isn't there a way for you to like subvert it and try to avoid being too much of a drag on them?
I mean, you can play as careful and stuff as you want, really, is what it is. You just... If you realize that you're being... I don't know how it works exactly. You know, I don't know how you would subvert that, because it's really... I think because it's so dynamic, I think that the game realizes that, like, oh man, this guy's in a real fucking tear. He's in a shit losing streak. We're gonna put this boat anchor in with the rest of these guys and watch him fucking sink. We're gonna put the boat anchor around these guys' neck and watch him sink the whole fucking party. You know, like...
Oh, I am here to ruin your run.
I mean, in these systems, like, they have watched... I've played well over 10,000 games of League of Legends.
Right.
Right. Across all of the different... Throughout the time of me playing it. 10,000 matches, let's say, of me playing League of Legends. Because I got 6,000 just on ARAM. And I had, like, I had 2,000 or 3,000 on regular 5v5, and then I played co-op versus AI for a really long time, because when my kids were young and they were getting ready for school, I'd get my kids ready I'd get up and get my daughter started. I would get myself dressed and ready, and then by the time I was ready, my daughter was ready. I could get my son up and say, hey, you need to get up and get ready. And then while my son was getting ready and my daughter was finishing getting ready, I would play League of Legends, right? So I'd play co-op versus I'd play against bots, because if I had to bail on a bot match, it's not as bad as if you're bailing on people because people are going to win a bot match more often than not. Yeah. And also, you can crack down a bot. Most of the bot matches you play, it's like people are just fucking around until one person's like, okay, I need to go, or I need to do something, so let's get serious, generally. So it's people just clowning on the bots because they're killing time until someone gets serious, and then it's just super easy to push the shit down because the bots suck so hard. Generally, I did have a couple of games in there where there was somebody on the team that was so bad that they couldn't even, that the bots won. Oh. Like, there was just a couple of people on the team that were just so bad, and it must just have been people who barely started playing the game, who had, you know, and who didn't know how to play the game, and so the bots just won, which never happened. But it's easier to fuck off. If, like, something comes up, you can either finish the game or you're like, oh, I gotta go. I just fuck off, and then they can finish the game without you, generally.
Yeah.
So I used to play, I've got a couple, 2,000 or 3,000 of those games under my belt too.
Sounds cool.
So I've got a lot of games of League of Legends under my belt. Which is, you know, judge me how you will, however you will.
Again, I've played my own fair share of games, dude. I'm not judging you. I'm a freaking Zelda player, dude. I'm not gonna judge you for that.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, playing this game got me through some rough times in my life.
Yeah.
So, and it was something that I was able to share with my kids, and a hobby that I was able to introduce my sons to, which they still do and enjoy. It's kind of like Magic. I introduced my kids to Magic, and now they kick my ass so hard at it, it makes me not want to play anymore with them.
So now the student has truly surpassed the master.
Yeah. I was never a master. I never claimed to be.
But you inspired them.
But I get salty, and sometimes I feel even worse. I can feel like I get more toxic playing Magic than I ever do playing League.
Really?
Just because I get so angry and tilted playing Magic sometimes, you know? It's like, it's got so frustrated. Sometimes shit's so frustrating. But the other part of that is that in my game group, when we all get together, that is almost the goal. It's to fuck with somebody so much that they get just furious. And they snap, like, it's until you get someone to crash out, right? Once someone crashed out. But yeah, no, we play a game until, like, they try purpose, like, when someone crashes out, usually that's the funniest thing.
Yeah.
It's people will just start laughing. And because, and we do that because it's your responsibility to control your fucking emotions.
Yes.
Right? It's not my responsibility to tiptoe around you when you're upset. It's like, if you're gonna get upset that I'm doing this, I'm gonna do it twice as fucking hard because this is a fucking game.
Yeah. Like, I played Elden Ring. Lately, I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring Night Train with Ginny Mercury and the gang. And
oh, nice.
we've been having a bit of a bother with the latest few Night Lords. There's one called Libra, which is essentially a goat that uses madness, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then after that piece of goat thing, I'm gonna use nice words. We have the Dark Drift Knight, which is an enemy type which is completely opposite to the way I tend to play some FromSoft games, right? A hyper-aggressive tank that deals so much damage. It's kicked my ass 7 ways from Sunday.
Yeah.
It just
sounds like Strength Faith.
It is Strength Faith, dude.
A hyper-aggressive tank that does shit tons of damage. That's Strength Faith right there, dude.
It calls down the light of God upon you and smites you with Jesus, with the power of Jesus, and it's not even a freaking Christian. And it just, like we've done a few rounds. It's kicked our ass, and sometimes I've just lost it a bit, just how easily it just floors me. If you look at the, if I haven't really lost it, but it's just I get really angry, close to getting really angry, and then I just start laughing at it. I managed to catch myself just before I snap. So it's like, oh, I get it. I get it.
Right. Well, it's interesting the difference. I guess it's interesting the difference between the two types of frustration, right? Because one of them is like, or I guess the alleviation, because in the FromSoft games, like, once you beat that boss, you're kind of like, yeah, fuck you, yes,
yeah,
I won. You suck, boss. Fuck you, I won.
Yeah, basically how the whole thing with Libra went, though, of course,
right.
Ginny decided to give me a freaking heart attack by faking death twice in a fucking row. Fucking dickhead.
But that kind of shit seldom happens in League.
Yeah.
Like, that kind of, like, catharsis that you get, because sometimes you'll get, I mean, eventually, but a lot of the times it's like, man, I'm just getting shit on all night long in these games, and maybe you'll win one, but the joy of winning that game is not as much as it is beating a boss.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, it's far more satisfying. The mechanics of the gameplay, I believe, personally, are far more satisfying in the FromSoft game. In terms of, like, the reward to frustration ratio.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta admit, one thing with Elden Ring games, which I realized compared to many of the others FromSoft, there's a lot of bullshit with them. They're just hard for the sake of being hard and not really balanced. If you want good FromSoft bosses, Dark Souls 3, definitely. But
I've heard they've done, the Night Rain was really bad for that.
Yeah, it did, but
the bosses are super unbalanced.
The good thing there, though, is that the bosses there are, you get to play with friends and suffer with them, and you can also create some really broken builds. Like, FromSoft haven't nerfed shit yet there, so it's, apparently they know they've created bullshit bosses, and they and since it's like, since it's randomly generated, they allow us to make these bullshit builds. Because they know
that's good.
there's so much RNG there that you might not get the key ingredient for your build.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right, because it is a roguelike game, right? So it's
Yes.
totally... That's right. It's
I'm not the
totally
big.
arbitrary whether you get your fucking upgrade well enough to... It's not like you can go search down that sword and that talisman to make sure that you do the damage.
Exactly.
It,
You can be
yeah.
fortunate. You can start off with some pretty decent build pieces, but
Yeah.
there is no 100 guarantee you'll find what you need. Like every boss have a main weakness, but there have been a few times where we didn't find the necessary weakness. Like, oh boy,
Oh. Oh,
oh
yeah.
boy. And you
Yeah,
start off
that
with the
makes
same
sense,
weapon
right?
every time. So I once lucked out by finding the rotted great axe that gives Scarlet Rot.
Oh,
I've only
nice, dude.
found that 3 times.
Oh,
Three
wow.
times out of all the times I played, I've gotten that axe.
Damn, dude. Well, that shit would be super powerful, though.
It was.
Scarlet Rot was always super powerful.
Yeah, and every single boss
I
is
used
weak
that
to
to
it to a
beat
certain
so many
extent.
bosses. Oh, I loved Excite's Breath. Or
Yeah.
Xe's Breath, or whatever. I
Exites.
loved that shit. I use that thing all the time. I
Yeah.
would say nothing is above the rot. No one is above the rot.
No, which is also pretty much lore accurate too, because holy shit.
Yeah.
Well, actually, there's one above the rot, Radon.
Melania. Yeah, and
Now,
Rot too.
Melania
And
is the
yeah,
rot. She
Radon.
doesn't count. But Radon, like, yeah, sure, he got infected and got crazy, but that dude was on terminal super cancer AIDS, and he still managed to
Right.
keep the stars locked and keep his favorite little horsey around.
Oh, also the Rot Dragon. You can't use Rot on the Rot Dragon.
You
That
can.
guy.
You could just. You can. You should actually.
Can
You
you?
should beat it. Yeah,
On the
yeah.
Rot Dragon? I didn't think... I couldn't...
He doesn't
Oh, he does
proc.
take Rot damage.
Yeah, he doesn't proc Scarlet Rot. He's immune to it.
Mhm.
However, he takes direct damage from it. So if you use the
Oh,
Rot
yeah.
Breath on him, you basically kick his ass with his own element,
Right.
and proving that you are a superior Rot man.
I am the rottenness of the rotten.
Exactly. You beat fire with fire, not by controlled
Right.
burns, but by burning the fire itself. Just display
Right.
ultimate dominance. Incidentally, something you
Yeah.
can do in League, I've heard.
Yeah. I've had a few super good Fid games. Well, I sent you that clip,
Yeah.
and you can give it to
see.
Bezic. I got
Yeah,
I
send
got
it
a
to Bezic too,
pentakill
so
the
you
other
can-
day. But anyhow, I got a pentakill the other day, which was super cheese, and I didn't get it all alone. There was another person in the game on the team that jumped in. I just got all the kills. But yeah, say his ultimate ability is Crow Storm, and I jumped from the bushes and it was a really low level too. I could jump from the bushes and killed the enemy team with it all.
I mean,
Killed all 5 of them.
it's not kill stealing if you're the one who got it. It's opportunism.
Yeah, there was no kill stealing involved. I'm the one who did all the I did most of the damage. But when that kind of shit happens early on to your team, it is a little disheartening. And we ended up going on and losing that game because our tank was just a kamikaze.
Oh.
Like, the tank was just a suicide bomber every time. Yeah. It's like, hey, no, stay back and wait for the team. Stay back and wait for the team. Stay back and wait. Stay back and wait. It was like, nope, if they're alive, they're charged into the enemy team.
Let me guess.
Dude,
if this dude was playing not Call of Duty, come on, what the fuck? Ah, how CS? If this dude was playing CS, he would be rushing B all the time, eh?
Yeah, probably.
Counter-Strike.
I have no idea what that means because I never played Counter-Strike.
It's an FPS based upon a Half-Life mod.
I know what Counter-Strike is, but I don't know what that rushing B. Whatever.
It's basically people who just rush down. They do a rush tactic to capture a point, and they don't really have much consideration about living or dying. They just rush there, lock down the point. It's sort of a high risk, high reward strategy because if you rush B,
Yeah.
you end up taking the point, and then you can just lock it down for the enemy team before the enemy team gets there.
Oh yeah. No, this isn't like that at all. This is more like feeding,
Yeah.
where you're just letting yourself get killed over and over again, feeding the enemy team with gold and experience. It
Maybe
was
he
more
was
like that.
part of the enemy team. He was a flank.
So they started off solid, like low level. The player was solid. It was Rel, who's a tank character, and she was solid. But then, just I don't know. After a while, it hit their fucking head or something. It just could not stay the fuck back. So, but it happens. You know, it happens.
Like getting cocky when you do good. Like me and again back to Night Train because again it's the closest thing I have. Me and Jin had a really good run. Like we wrecked several bosses, many of whom are one of the worst bosses. Like the Bell-Bearing Hunter, he is a monster in Night Train. And me and Jin,
guys.
yeah, me and Jin on a duo run. We wrecked that guy. We had such a good run. So we became incredibly freaking arrogant. Holy crap. We were so high on our own shit there. So we had there's an instant where you have like the main boss because there's 2 days before the main event boss, right? So after that boss, there is a chance for a secondary boss to spawn. Gives more XP, gives more stuff. But that bonus boss, we became so fucking high on our shit that we literally let him kick our ass. Dancer of the Boreal Valley. Yeah. Ginny.
Pride cometh before the fall.
Exactly. So we got our ass kicked, but we didn't even get mad because we both were like, yeah, that's on us. We let that happen. We made that happen. Oh, but that was the only time we got wiped, and I couldn't even get mad. Because it was fun.
Yeah.
We did so well, and then we both understood that that it was pure ego that got us killed there.
Destroyed by your own hubris.
Indeed, literally, just pride before the fall. We good job. We played ourselves.
Yep.
Let's see. What is the color of the scarecrow?
He's all tan.
Yeah, I'm thinking green in the mouth. Would that be good?
Oh yeah, you can do glowing green in the mouth. That'll work. Glowing green mouth and eyes. That'll totally work.
Oh yeah. I want to keep with a black, white, gray. I do.
Yeah.
I've been experimenting a bit more with colors, but I want to keep some of it like this. I want to see how I can do it.
Yeah. That's like Necron glow.
Yes.
So that makes me think of.
I do love like.
I just got turned on to a new. I got turned on to a new miniature painting channel called El Miniaturista? It's El Miniaturista.
Right.
And he does some friggin' amazing shit. And one of the ones I saw recently was he did a Necron ship, and he mounted it on a wire, like a stiff wire, so that it looked like it was a stiff rod. He mounted it on a stiff rod, painted the rod so that it looked like a laser with the green Necron, and then made the base so it looked like it was shooting a laser through across the terrain. And
yeah, I saw one dude take like a white piece of plastics, string of plastic, and just with paint managed to make that into a laser bolt.
Oh yeah, man. It's really, I mean, and it's kind of when you're spray painting, it's how you get the neon effects.
Yep.
You start off darker and work up brighter until you've got the effective glow,
Mm-hmm.
you want. And so, and it's just using, the kind of optical tricking your eye into thinking something's glowing,
Yeah.
right? So, but the brighter colors. I'm a big fan of neon green, as you well know.
It's a nice color. It's a really nice color.
Yeah. Like I've got so many neon green paintings here in my room now that I look around about it. It's like 5 or 6 of them just hung up on the wall that are glowing as
Yeah.
the black lights.
Give him a little like half pupil thing going on here.
Yeah. I
don't know if
kind of
it's
like the
better.
no pupil thing better. I think the no pupil thing might be better, but you can just you follow your heart.
Yeah, it's hardly visible unless you really look at it. Can you see it?
Yeah. Nope. Not even a little bit.
Exactly. So it's a. Let's see. That would mean if I do this then. Ooh, that's a bit too dark. So if I do like this, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, put it on 30, I guess.
Like I'm just intently watching you.
That's good.
But
Yeah. Alright, maybe do something in the background now. I'm looking at this, and I have the intro song for, like, Nightmare Before Christmas?
yeah. This is Halloween.
This is
Yeah.
Halloween. Basically what I'm hearing in my head the entire
Yeah.
time while we've been doing this.
I mean, there's similarities to it for sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know what's interesting is because we've been looking at so much of the Baroque art, and I've spent a lot of time looking at like Mannerist art and pre-Baroque and Renaissance art and stuff like that, and just to see the difference in like Caravaggio's style of a lot of his paintings didn't have anything in the background. There was just the people on a dark background, so that you were forced to focus on the people and not like background details. He wasn't hiding like little esoteric details in the backgrounds of his paintings like so many other people have. Like Dürer always hid little esoteric details in all of his paintings. But Caravaggio wasn't about that. He was just trying to create a bold, real, gritty art style. And in order to do that, he eschewed the standard practice of having a big, gaudy landscape in the background of all your scenes, or having your painting have all sorts of little angels and shit all over the place, and being really busy and and really so it was a big departure in that it really brought a lot more focus onto the characters in the scene instead of the scene itself.
Nice.
So
I can get behind that.
yeah. So that having a dark background is a technique of the ancient masters, Trim. So
yes, I am learned in the ancient ways.
yeah, so don't fret having a dark background.
Yeah.
It's a very, you just say it's a Caravagist influence. It's your
I am a
Kairusko.
Caravaggian. I am a
Your
Caravaggian
Kairusko.
artiste. No, I'm an artiste of a Caravaggian school.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Yeah. And
that
it is about
sounded
the
bad.
snootiest fucking thing. Snootiest sounding fucking thing. But
If I ever start talking like
but
that for real, can you please just shoot me, please?
but you know, there's worse things you could be, because Caravaggio was a very talented and bold and revolutionary painter. You
Right?
know, he and person, you know, he was a very iconoclastic and complicated individual
So let me
who
guess, you had a hard time making friends? Oh,
no, he was incredibly charismatic, had a huge group of friends, had a lot of friends, had a lot of enemies too, but he had a lot of friends.
good.
He had kind of like, let's say he was a charismatic dude. um and he but he also say he had enemies. um he ended up killing a dude in a duel. Caravaggio did. The guy was a pimp, and they're not sure if he killed him if the duel was over a woman or a gambling debt. Um, so,
Hmm. You know, in
so
many ways, I
he
think duels should be legal again, because you never really had as many problems solved as when two people just decided, fuck it, let's just pull out a gun.
yeah, yeah. The problem is there's no honor in society now, and that only works in a society that's really high trust and high honor.
Yeah,
And our society is neither of those anymore.
yeah. Though
So there's
imagine
your
political
cynic.
debates.
There's your cynic, Trim. There's your
Yeah.
cynic.
Well, we need a few cynics too. We can't all be disgustingly optimistic, apparently.
I know.
I'm not an optimist, by the way. Let's see.
Trim was giving me shit about being a cynic earlier.
I was not giving you shit. I was just
So.
giving you an analysis about how you always find the negatives in everything. You are
Yeah.
a cynic. Stating the
Yeah.
obvious
I
is
mean,
not
yeah.
giving you shit.
Totally true.
But then again, it's good too, because if you're too positive about a thing, you're gonna end up getting fooled and God about everything.
Right.
There's another word for cynic, and that's realist.
Yeah. But at some point, you have to abandon the cynicism, and just engage with shit on its own terms,
Yeah.
instead of always trying to look for bad shit in it. You know, like, I'll give you an example. Here's a really good example of that. Is that so my kids loved Madagascar when they
Okay.
were little, and Hiram, my youngest son, loved Madagascar, and so he watched the first one, watched the second one, watched the third one, and I never really paid much close attention to the second or third one, but they were or first or second one. He was really excited. They were really excited to see the third one, and so I sat down with him one day and watched that movie with him, and just kind of engaged with it on his terms of like it. He loved the dancing. He loved the things. Like, the jokes were kind of funny. Like, the characters were engaging for a little kid. It's like, yeah, this is really, actually, it's a pretty good movie for kids his age. And from that point on, I was like, when it came to kids movies, I stopped hating them so much.
Yeah.
Now, thankfully, he was never super into a lot of kids movies, but like the kids shows, he was way into like some shows when he was really little. There was a couple shows he absolutely fucking loved. Of course, that was back in the age of the DVR, so we could still record some of that shit. But he 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 had some shows that he really liked, and they were sometimes so incredibly grating on me that they made me just want to friggin' gouge my ears out and hear their stupid little Wonder Pet song again. But I understand it's like that's not for me, it's for him, and so I just have to let it go. That it's stupid and it doesn't make sense. And
yeah.
and for some of that kids' entertainment, it's stupid and it doesn't make sense, but is it fun? Is it funny? It's like, yeah, sometimes you just have to accept that a lot of kids' entertainment is stupid and it's not going to make sense, but it's funny.
Yeah.
And so it's a good watch. So that's why I have to drop my cynicism for that.
There's always room for that.
So there's an example.
But sometimes you're allowed to hate things when it's against what you don't like.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I'm not advocating for you to abandon all standards when it comes to children's entertainment. You should still maintain standards. You should still understand that there is genuinely sucky entertainment for your kids out there, and you need to fucking protect them from that. But
definitely,
when something isn't, you need to just let them have it.
Oh yeah. I'm putting like
accept
this.
it on its terms.
I'm gonna make sure my nephew grows up with proper Transformers and Star Wars. Damn it.
Yeah.
And I've already done that by
trilogy.
introducing. Yeah, I've already prequel 2. In this house, the prequels are good Star Wars 2, and you will never be able to get out of that one.
You're one of those.
You want to know why
Lutherans.
the prequels are good, dude?
Those Star Wars Lutherans.
Yeah.
I'm a Star Wars Catholic, and you're a Star Wars Lutheran.
Protestant, bitch. Deal with it.
That's right. No, Protestant was a Protestant.
Yeah.
We don't want to talk about the heretics that are the Pentecostal or whatever
exactly.
The Pentecostals that accept the Disney Star Wars. The Judeo-Christians who accept the Judeo-Christian Star Wars, who accept the Disney Star Wars, Star Wars canon.
At least the OTs and the PTs agree on the main setting of the saga, right? And then the new guys came in and tried to ruin everything. So at least we can find an equal ground, and then we also have a common enemy. I'm okay with this.
Yeah. So, I could talk as much shit about the prequels as I want. They have a cohesive and Star Wars based storyline.
Exactly.
Which, yeah.
And the designs are pretty cool too. Like, and even though I am a prequel fanboy, there are so many fucking problems with that. Like, holy crap. I might be a fanboy, but that does not save it from a good old-fashioned criticism. For example,
if we keep talking about Star Wars, we're gonna go on for another 45 minutes, dude.
Oh shit! Yeah, we are already on the hour mark. We've actually been doing nothing but ranting here while I've been screwing up, because I was gonna ask you, but then we talked about Star Wars. Damn it! So what do you think so far? Is this decent?
I think it looks good, dude. I think it looks good.
I'm actually pretty happy with how this turned out. Just basically.
Yeah, I think it looks good. I like the background.
Hell yeah. So, with that, I'm going to consider this one concluded. Once more, we've done a Simply Sketchy, finished it, and it has been, what was the name? Fiddlesticks.
Fiddlesticks from League of Legends.
Yeah, can you see where the name comes from? You know, the sticks, fiddling.
It's your old pal Fiddlesticks.
Yes.
Yep.
It's cool. Like proper scarecrows and medieval monsters. You can get real creative with them. You can make the simplest thing into something horrible. Well,
yeah, for sure.
And with that, I would like to thank you very much, Dave, for taking time out of your day and going through with this with me. Thank you very much.
Yeah, my pleasure as always, dude.
Do drop by his channel, give him some love, subscribe, look at his videos. He does a lot of good stuff when it comes to spray bottle painting. He used to before the HOA became an issue.
Yeah,
and
I did.
Of course, he and Bleach is doing a really good series about autistically diving into art. So do give that a
Yeah.
look-see.
Autist Circle.
Oh yeah,
Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Mountain.
yeah. And also a big thank you to Bezek, who takes the time to take the chaos and the mess of audio and video I give him and make a somewhat cohesive video out of it. Thank you very much for your hard work. Again, his description is down. His stuff is down in the description down below. And of course, the music you've been hearing in the background are that of Robert Renato, good friend of the channel. Also, drop by his channel, give some love to him. He makes a lot of good music. He has been on a Eldritch Abomination stint for the last few times, while he is a guy who obsesses over cutesy anime girls. The contrast is extremely funny to me personally.
Nice.
And of course, to everyone who's taken time out of their day to drop by and watch the video or give a listen, I appreciate it a lot. Thank you very much. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, whatever the algorithm wants, or if you don't have to, whatever floats your boat, guys. I'm just happy you're here. Thank you very much, everyone. And again, thank you, Dave. And have a nice day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Chapelay.